What's going on, everybody? So today we're going to be filming a full level 1 DOT inspection for you. So right now I'm just going to pick out a truck, make sure he's all good to go with recording and being online, and we're going to get to it. And if you didn't already know, I'm a state DOT cop, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down how a level 1 inspection works. You'll get to see me walk through the full thing. So from the interview process, you know, the first little walk around, me getting underneath the truck, me speaking with the driver and everything like that, even down to what we look for when we're looking on the computer. So get ready for that. I am wearing mics today, so hopefully that's going to help to enable you to hear me better. Truck details are very loud. You got a lot of passing vehicles. The trucks themselves are loud. So hopefully with these mics, you'll be able to hear just fine. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel because I drop weekly videos on DOT inspections, any trucker news, owner operator stuff, anything you need to know about being a trucker, being more compliant, safety, how to, you know, not get pulled into inspections as much, how to do well when you do get stopped for an inspection. I cover that on this channel. All right, so right now I'm just gonna walk around to the back of the trailer. I like to just get kind of a full look before I even really start. I take pictures of the license plate or registration tag on the trailer. Then I walk back, you know, all toward the front and get pictures of the truck there, of the truck tractor plate as well. We'll walk all the way right back up front here. It might be hard to hear me, but I do have the mics on, so hopefully that's helping the sound a little bit. There's a spec plate here. I take a picture of the spec plate as well, just so that I can grab the VIN number. Just making my way all the way to the front, and then I get a picture of that plate. This just makes it a lot easier to enter all the information on our computer system. All right, just grab your license, reg, any shipping papers if you have any, please. Try to make this quick, smooth as possible. I still remember your face fresh in my head. And you were squared away the last time, so I'm not concerned.
License
is in the med card?
Med card.
Perfect. All right, where are you headed today, sir?
As far north as Rutland.
Rutland? All right. And where are you coming from?
Westminster.
Okay. What are you hauling today?
General freight.
Just general freight?
Yeah.
And can I check your door tag really quick? Thank you. 2,000. I just checked his door tag just to get his gross vehicle weight rating. And that's going to be used in the inspection program when we hop on the computer shortly. Right. Let me just go get the paperwork all squared away. I'll come right back and we'll go around the truck. All right. Cool. Now we're just gonna head back to the truck. We're gonna hop onto the actual computer and start entering all of his information.
Photo shoot.
All right, so right now we are open up on the computer system. Just gonna be running the license and all of the other relevant paperwork that he gave to me for this. So you probably heard me say it already. So I had for his license, his registration, any shipping papers he may have. And also this guy actually had his med card with him. So I know it's not required for a lot of the Class A and B drivers to be driving around with a paper copy, but again, it's always not a bad idea to just have a paper copy with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and run through all the computer paperwork. Again, this is just to check the driver. We check out the company's history, their DOT number, and everything like that. If they have any previous violations, we could also look that up as well. So right now I'm wrapping up the first portion of the paperwork here. I'm going to just add how many axles he has, 5 axles. That's gonna just be for our brake measurements page. And we're gonna jump out and actually get underneath the truck, do a walk around and everything. So at this point, the majority of the paperwork is already done right now. All that's really left to add into there are any violations that I find on the walk around, or once I get underneath the truck, any violations I find in general. It's the only thing that's left to be added to this report. Let's go. All right. All right. Got to get you out here to catch up with your buddy.
He's not going too far.
You're not going too far?
No, he's going up the grooves.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna have you release both your truck and your trailer brakes, please. Okay, good. Go ahead and hit your horn for me. Wipers with fluid. Awesome, that worked. Oh, that went far. All right, go ahead and pump down your air brake for me until your air brake warning light comes on. Okay, good. You have fire extinguisher and triangles?
Fire extinguisher in the center, triangles over there by the door.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead and just put on all of your lights for me, or your headlights, and I'll run you through light sync. You already got them on. Good. High beam, good. Good. Four ways. Good. So right now I'm just going to do a rough walk around, checking tires, lug nuts, or wheel fasteners, as some of you guys may know it as. I'll be checking his glad hands, his glad hand lines as well for any kinks in the hoses, any chafing or anything like that. This guy has his hoses pretty separated here. So as long as the hoses are separated, you're not really going to see too much chafing. So his hoses are just fine. We're going to keep moving around the truck. Four ways off. Left, right, good. Brake, good. All right. And as I go around as much as I can, I'm looking underneath, just at the cross members again. For the full level one that I'll be doing, I'm gonna be getting underneath the truck, so I will see the cross members anyway. But just as a rough walk around, I still look up under there. All right. Good. Make my way all the way around the back now. Same deal with the lights. Left. Right. Brake. Good. Four-way. Good. It's going to be the same thing all the way around. Remember, in a video that I dropped previously, I talked about the fastener positions and what's considered out of service and whatnot. If you have a 10 fastener position or 10 lug nut positions, if you have 2 of them that are gone, off, missing, cracked, broke in an adjacent pattern, then that is going to be out of service. But if it's not adjacent, if they're just, you know, across from each other or something, that's a violation, but it's not out of service. This guy is A-okay so far. So we're also going to be looking back here on the truck tractor for his conspicuity. So he has his right there, the white reflective tape going up and going across as well. He's all set with that. Right. So all of his lights and everything like that were A-okay just fine. Now we're just going to be having the driver hop out and open up his hood for me. So you can go ahead, hop out and open up your hood, please. In this section, just gonna be where I'm gonna be checking brakes. On this combination, it looks like we have disc brakes all the way around, actually. So no, we have push rod up front, but the trailer are gonna be disc brakes. So we're only actually gonna be measuring these brakes on the truck tractor, but I looked at the trailer and it looked like there were disc brakes back there. So I'm gonna show you the process on measuring those as well. So I'm getting out my notepad because I have all of his axles labeled on here. That's where I'm gonna write down the measurements and everything. And for this part, we use the soapstone right here. So as his brakes are already released, we will be marking right there. So when he steps on them to measure them, it's gonna, come out, and then we can measure the stroke of that brake. So these are 24 long strokes that he has on front. So I'm just writing down 24 long. Then we're gonna move on over to the next side after we check a few more things. Check his lines, we see that his lines are good there. We're not seeing anything jumping out at us. We're checking on the inside of the wheels as well. Again, I'll be rolling underneath the truck, so this is just a quick check over. We don't have too much play here, so we do not want play going up and down here. This is just fine though, so he's fine, A-okay on that side. Moving on over. Now we're over on the passenger side of the truck. It's going to be the same exact deal. These are going to be 24 long stroke canisters. We're going to go ahead and just mark. This guy has zip ties there too, so even if I didn't mark, the zip ties will help be my measuring tool. And again, I'm kind of just looking around all at his hoses, making sure nothing's jumping out at me. Looking on the inside of that tire, the wheel as well. And from there is when we're going to be jumping underneath the truck. So when I jump underneath the truck, I'm going to switch cameras to my phone just because it's tough to have a big camera underneath the truck. And then I will jump back out and I will wrap up the inspection for y'all there. I have you hop in and just press the foot brake for me, please. So right now, I'm just going to be measuring the brakes. I'm having him hop in and pressing the foot brake. And you see that? That's where we get the measurement. So his stroke is coming out to just about 1.25 inches. So I just record that. That's going to be on the passenger side. Then we can go on over to the driver's side. And we're going to just be measuring the same thing here. This one is about 1.25 inches as well. So on the driver's side. And that's how the brakes are measured. Again, I'll be switching to my phone to get underneath the truck. So for now, we're gonna continue. So we have made the switch over to the phone. The audio and the visual is going to be a bit different because again, you are on a phone. Just laying on my stomach that roll underneath the truck here. So we're looking at his drive shaft here. I call this a bench press test. We're just holding on here. We're pushing upward. We don't want to see play there at all. We're checking the drive shaft components as well. And we're moving all the way up to the front of the truck. That's where we're going to be starting. So if I can show you here, there's even decent lighting. Right now I'm just checking any nuts and bolts here, right? We're checking all the bolts. If we can look through those sights, see where that little hole is, those sights right there can show us through so we can see the other side of the brake rotors there. We can look at the brake pads, see if they're good. We have our suspension components that we want to check as well. Again, I usually bang on them, hit on them. I check all the nuts and bolts. These leaf spring bolts, if you can see, it's tough. These leaf spring bolts that I'm touching right here are another big thing that we want to be looking out for, because I have seen a couple snapped U-bolts there by the leaf springs. Moving all the way down. Right now, we're just going to be taking a look at the axle number 2 brake canisters. So I usually hit those as well. Checking, these are going to be 30 long strokes. And again, I'm inspecting everything in here. Checking all these nuts and bolts. Same thing for the opposite side we're going to be doing. Same exact process we did on this side, we're doing over on that side. Alright, so I just measured his axle number 2 brakes. Now we're just going to be rolling all the way toward the back. Again, we're going to be looking at the cross members as we roll back here. We just want to make sure that there are no cracks, no snaps, nothing missing, no cross members missing or anything like that. Right here, we have where all of his air lines are, connected to the bottom of the trailer. We have these separators here again. That helps to prevent chafing. When one of these are missing, a lot of time these lines chafe, but this guy is all squared away. He has these there. His lines are not chafed. No air leaks or anything like that. We've been looking for that. Again, on the trailer, we have disc brakes. Boom, right there, disc brakes. But again, we're still going to be checking all of the components. We're still listening for air leaks, even on disc brakes as well. Looking at his rotors. Rotors are good. Again, we do the same thing over on the opposite side as well. And for all the other axles. Okay, so we have checked and inspected all his other brakes as well. On the 5th axle, We're gonna finish up by rolling out the rest of the truck. Going all the way down again. I'm checking all these cross members, all part of the frame. And I'm ending just about the back of his truck here. See license plate, boom, back of the truck. And that's the level 1 portion of inspecting the truck actually done, but not really. The part of me actually looking at the truck, I would say, is done. Right now, I'm gonna have him disconnect his glad hands. So I'm gonna walk all the way up to the front of the truck. Right, sir, and what I'll have you do now is just disconnect both your glad hands for me. That's okay, yeah, you're good. I know the beeping is annoying. And right now, we're just waiting for this to shut off. We're testing his tractor protection valve right now. You're gonna hear an audible shut off when that activates properly. There it is, shut off, so his tractor protection valve works well. You can go ahead and press on your foot brake with your hand for me, or with your leg, doesn't matter. We got no air escaping, perfect. You can go ahead and connect those back for me, sir, thank you. Crazy angle right now, but right now, I am just entering all of the information from the brake measurements that I had from him. I'm adding in any violations if I had any. On this guy, nothing jumped out at me, so I'm just gonna add in his brake measurements. I'll be printing off his inspection report, giving that right back to him. I'll be signing it, he will sign it and give that right to his company. So I have all his brake measurements added in. He actually has 4 axles on there, not 5 like the typical tractor trailer unit that we see. So he has his 4 axles. I entered in all the brake measurements that I have for his 4 axles, and now we're gonna go ahead and print off that inspection report. All right, so that guy earned a CBSA decal, good on him. So I'm just entering that decal number into our system right now. All of these things are tracked, so we have track of where we put them. That is entered. Now we're just gonna go ahead and print. Boom, done and done. So I just go ahead, I sign the bottom if I can find my pen. That's done. I'll be sticking this decal on his window for him. That's gonna give him pretty much like a little bypass. We've done a full inspection. We see he's squared away, he's good to go. When he comes back through here again, he's most likely gonna get that wave of approval unless something glaring is sticking out. And that's pretty much it. I'm getting ready to go give him all of his documents back. If you got any value at all from this video, or you learned anything, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, stay safe, keep rolling.